Well, good afternoon, all you backyard pyros, fireworks enthusiasts. This is PA Pyrotechnic fan coming to you on a nice Sunday afternoon. Happy Mother's Day. And today we just want to do a little bit of talk and chat and show the first board setup that we're going to be doing. Basically, just another review is what we're trying to do is just set up a show in the backyard, the average everyday guy. And with that, single fuse everything to make sure that we get the best results from the products that we buy and that we've tested and that we've cataloged. I've gone over in other videos how I've cataloged these products, all from 200 to 500 grams, just to make sure that whatever kind of combinations we go with usually look half decent in the backyard. Now, like I said, when I talk about a show and we're preparing for this or whatever, I'm not a professional, obviously. I give credit to all the guys out there who, the Cody B Pyrotechnics, all the rest of the guys who actually show and demonstrate a lot of great products so we can buy them on the consumer market. So I do appreciate that. And like I said, it's made it easier for me to review a lot of film and take a look at which products work and what we like and what to discard, and that's why another reason I catalog it. If it's something that's not good, I just pretty much don't go back to it. There are some cheesy stuff in and out that you put in there just to fill some time. I understand that. That's just due to budgetary reasons. But I do want to acknowledge that's something that I really have used to my advantage is all of your footage and everybody who puts out demonstrations and things like that has been absolutely helpful and great, and I'm grateful for that. Also, one more thing, how I like to single fuse. Like I said, I love electronic firing systems. I'm not against them whatsoever. I just don't have the acreage or anything that big in order to probably pretty much use them. And at the same time, after I'm done fusing everything and I light it once, I want to sit back on the 4th of July or New Year's Eve with a beer and just watch what happens. I don't want to be in the middle of playing the game. Coached many a game like that, and I don't want to be involved. I just want to enjoy and be a spectator at that point. So what we're going to talk about today is just how I set up the first board. Earlier, previous video had gone through how we're going to go through the products, which are Mindbender, which gives you that opening comets, mines, etc. A lot of color. Right to Hitman from Keystone. Those are both Keystone products. From that, it'll circle into, it'll come down to Tycoon, Fireworks Tycoon, the Heat Seeker, Heavenly Delight, For Your Eyes Only. It'll wrap back into Firestarter, which is fanned. So it will give you a little bit of burst of comet and everything else, and it goes well with diamonds in the dark. That'll come over to our number 5 cakes, Freak Show, and Thermal Velocity. Going through to number 6, which will come down to Freedom Fighter, which is a Keystone product. I forget what this is. It's United Pyro, Meow from United Pyro. And then it'll wrap back to another fan cake, which is Wicked Good, supported by 2 more 200-gram cakes. And they aren't fused yet, but they will be put together. So basically, what I've done is it's pretty simple. I just number, I don't know if you can see that, just number it. Number 1, number 2. What I do after that is come back. I've determined which way I want the board to face. I just trace the product in place roughly. I mean, it's arts and crafts, no big deal. From that, after that's done, I'm not going to put it together today as far as gluing everything down, but now I know where everything wants to go on board 1. We'll glue it. Then I've quick fused a few things together, make sure everything's ready to go. And there you have it. So, I mean, that's basically it. So the only things that, were important, at least for me, are to find out which way I want to use the board. Do I want to go horizontal? Do I want to go vertical? With this being deep like this, I figure I can get more stacks on it. It's not too heavy. It's not going to break the board or anything like that. It is an old board. It's been used before. I just turned it over. It was so dark from being burnt up and scraped up from taking glue off that I figured just this is a lot easier to see. So what I'll do is I'll come back, I'll take the products off, and I'll just show you what the board looks like drawn as far as sketched out. Okay, so we're back with the board, and basically, as you come up, you'll be able to see where I've numbered a number 1. You should have that arrow facing directly toward the crowd. That's how we want to do it. And it's very simple. It's just arts and crafts. Labeled with 2. Bad looking 3 over there. 4. 5. Down to 6. And 7. And from that, our second board will probably face either, or it'll be on either side of this board, and then it'll work back toward the front of the of the crowd again. So that's how we're going to start. It's just zigzag, come on down, trace it, glue it up, make sure all your fittings are right. 2 points of contact for everything we'll go over. And like I said, all that gluing and the easy stuff, everybody knows that. I'm not going to insult anybody's intelligence with that. I'm just trying to say this is just an easy way for me to group everything together, to get everything on the board. I know where it has to be. The week I want to get everything on there and secure, I'll make sure that's all taken care of, all put together, and I'll show you the final results of everything. But just wanted to chat. Anybody has comments, input, definitely always like to hear what other people are doing, what their goal is, what kind of products they're getting in their general area. I mean, everything seems to be regional. I know manufacturers use different names and different wraps, but always am interested in hearing what anybody else has to say. And like I said, just trying to do the average guy backyard show, but just trying to make it look good and get the best bang for the buck. Like I said, did a lot of research, have used many 200 and 500 gram cakes, have decided that there are a few 200 gram cakes that can give you the hit and the breaks like a 500 gram. So I like to stay with those because that's budgetary, little less cleanup, believe it or not. And I still think you get the same effect. If I'm wrong, please tell me. I mean, I look at like I said, the canister shots I had used in the beginning, I love them, but I think they break a little low. And, I'm looking to get up in the sky and make it as cute. Again, I don't want to disproportionate either. If it's something that breaks so low, everybody's like, oh, look how big it is. Well, it's also broke only 50 feet above the ground. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking to try to be as safe as possible, as fun as possible, with the most, flair, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, little pizzazz in there, whatever. But it's the backyard and we're having a good time. I hope everybody's ready for 4th of July. Can't wait for everybody's stash videos and everything else. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment. I'm open to any kind of suggestions. But that's what we're trying to do, is just single fuse it, have a good time, sit back with a beer and a hot dog, watch it go off. So remember, have a great day and light up the sky.